You are welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Tony James. In today's video, we shall be looking at adverb. Adverb. We discussed adverb in our last video. We talked about adverb being one of the part of speech in the English language. We said that the adverb is a word that modifies verb. It modifies an adjective, and it also modifies an adverb. We gave example of adverb. Example, we have quickly, very, extremely, and we made use of adverbs in sentences. She runs quickly. That is an example of adverb. The word quickly there shows how she ran. She runs quickly. He is very tall. Very there is the adverb telling us how tall he is. She sings extremely well. Extremely is the adverb there. Today we shall be looking at adverb in a deeper sense. For students who want to write the WAEC exam, we want to emphasize that adverb, the knowledge of adverb is very important for a student who want to write the WAEC exams. Knowledge of adverb will help a student to understand types of clauses when they have to solve questions on comprehension passages. The WAEC examiner always asks students about types of clauses or types of phrases in solving a comprehension question. And good understanding of adverbs and its types will help a student to know types of clauses or types of phrases. So it's very important that a student give more attention and create time to listen over and over again to this video on types of adverb. One of the major things we shall consider in this video is types of adverbs. We shall also look at the formation of adverbs, and we shall look at some errors that students make in the area of adverb, especially in WAEC exams. So let's move on as we look at types of adverbs. Types of adverbs. The first type we shall consider is adverbs of manner. Adverbs of manner. As we can see here, adverb of manner tells us how an action is done. It tells us how an action is done. Example of such words that show adverb of manner, we have quickly, quickly, carefully, carefully, happily, happily. These are examples of adverbs of manner. We also have adverbs of time. Adverbs of time. This type of adverbs, they tell us when an action happens. Adverb of time talks about when an action happens. An example of such word we have now, now, yesterday, yesterday, soon, soon. Let's make a sentence showing the adverb of time. He will come tomorrow. He will come tomorrow. That is a adverb of time there. Tomorrow, adverb of time. Another type of adverb is the adverbs of place. Adverbs of place. Adverbs of place tell us where an action happens. Where an action happens. An example of words that show place, adverb of place, we have here, here, there, everywhere. And when we use this in a sentence, we have the children are playing outside. The word outside there is an adverb of place. The children are playing outside. Another type of adverb is adverbs of frequency. Adverb of frequency. Adverb of frequency tell us how often something happens. How often something happens. Adverb of frequency. Example of words that shows frequency, we have always, always, often, often, rarely, rarely, never, never. These are examples of adverbs of frequency. And let's make a sentence. She always studies at night. She always studies at night. You can see always there telling us how frequent, the frequency of his studies, of her studies rather. We also have adverbs of degree. Adverbs of degree. This tells us the intensity or extent of the action. It tells us the intensity or extent of the action. Example of words that show intensity or that shows degree, we say we have a very, very. We also have too, quite, extremely, extremely. Let's make a sentence showing us adverbs of degree. The question is very difficult. The question is very difficult. Very there is the adverb of degree. It shows us how difficult the question is. Subject she and studied the verb. So it comes in the middle. And let's also look at an adverb at the end of the sentence. He spoke loudly. He spoke loudly. That is an example of adverb coming at the end of the sentence. Let's also talk about comparison of adverbs. Comparison of adverbs. Just like we did in adjective, we can compare adverb having the positive, the comparative, and the superlative. Take a word as fast. Fast. We have the comparative to be faster. That is when you are looking at two people. Faster. When it is more than two, we have fastest. The superlative. We have fastest. We shouldn't make mistakes of using fastest. More faster. There's nothing like more faster in the use of these adverbs. There are adverbs that requires more or most, but as students of English, we must learn and be conversant with the use of adverbs so that we know adverbs that need no adding most or more. So example is fast, faster, fastest. And as students of English, we must not make the mistake of saying more faster or more fastest. Let's make example. She runs faster than her brother. She runs faster than her brother. So that is a comparison of adverbs. Let's talk about formation of adverbs. Formation of adverbs. Adverbs are mostly formed from an adjective. And we do this by adding ly to adjective. In most cases, you add ly to the adjective. Example, we have quick. Adding ly to quick, you have the adverb quickly. Careful. Adding ly to careful, you have carefully. But we must note that there are some exemptions also. There are some exemptions, for instance, like good. Good is the adverb form is well. Well. Then look at this exemption fast. Fast is fast. Fast as an adjective is also fast as an adverb. So all this we need to learn more. And the way you can do it is to attend my online lesson. Join my online lesson to learn more about adverb, because in the online lesson, I will be one-on-one with you, and we will work with you using the WAEC syllabus, using the WAEC past questions to at least build you up in the knowledge of English language. Look at a word like hard. Hard. You need to know that hard, being an adjective, cannot be, you cannot just add ly to say the ly for the adverb form of hard is hardly. No, hardly is another word entirely. It's never an adverb. Hardly connotes something not something really. It connotes reality. Connotes reality. We'll see that in our next slide. Let's look at common errors students make in the WAEC examination. Wrong use of hardly, like I've said. He works hardly. It's very wrong. You can't say he works hardly. The correct use of hard there is he works hard. The adverb hard is the same thing as adjective hard. No change. The use of hardly. Hardly means almost not. Almost not. We hardly get enough. We hardly get enough. So hardly there means almost not, or not available. That is hardly. Also, people commit error of double adverb. Example, she spoke very loudly, loudly. That is an error. The correct use is she spoke very loudly. She spoke very loudly. People also have make errors of wrong positioning. Look at this sentence. He quickly ran home. It would be wrong to say he ran quickly home. It would be wrong to say he ran quickly home. Meaning this to tell us that most of the time adverb comes before the verb they qualify. So you have to be careful in using some adverb. Look at this one, compare a confusing adjective for adverb. She sings beautiful. It's the wrong use of adverb. She sings beautiful. Where you use the adjective in place of a verb, you'll be committing error, grammatical error. The correct use is she sings beautifully. She sings beautifully. So we must know that adjective describes noun, while adverb describes verb. Look at the sentence here. She's a beautiful girl. That's an adjective. Beautiful girl. She sings beautifully. That's an adverb. She sings beautifully. So we must be able to differentiate between adverb and adjective. Let's try our hands on some of these examples. Let's identify the adverb in the following sentences and the types, and also mention the types of adverb they are. 1. She spoke softly. She spoke softly. Softly here is the adverb in that sentence. It is the adverb of manner. The adverb of manner. 2. He will arrive tomorrow. He will arrive tomorrow. The adverb there is tomorrow, and that is adverb of time. They always come late. They always come late. The adverb there is always, and that is the adverb of frequency. Adverb of frequency. Let's look at this objective question typical of the WAEC exam. She sings dash. She sings dash. We have option A, beautiful. B, beautifully. C, beauty. D, beautify. The correct option there is option B. She sings beautifully. She sings beautifully. So we have looked at adverb. We have talked about adverb being the word that talks about a verb, and also talks about the adjective, also qualify other adverbs. we have described, we have talked about types of adverb. We mentioned that there are adverbs that talks about how an action is done. We also talked about adverbs that modify, that talks about the timing of an action. Adverbs that talks about the frequency of an action, and adverb that talks about degree of an action. So we must summarize to say that there are adverbs that show how, when, where, how often, or how much. We must learn as students of English to use adverb correctly in sentences to avoid the issue of dangling modifiers. And like I said, we must learn more about adverb so that we'll be able to use our knowledge of types of adverb to identify types of clauses and phrases when we have to solve a comprehension question in a WAEC. By the time we come up with videos on answering comprehension questions, we talk more about types of adverb. I know you must have learned one thing or the other in the video in this video. I want you to like this video, like it and share it with other friends, share it with children, and share it with your children as parents. And let's subscribe to my YouTube channel so that when next I drop other video, you will be notified. If you want to join my online lessons, you can contact me via mail, yemienglishclass@gmail.com. yemienglishclass@gmail.com. And you can as well message me via WhatsApp. My WhatsApp number is 090-6768-6538. 090-6768-6538. Until I come your way again, my name is Tony James.